Hey, I'm Shay and welcome back to my channel, Books with Shay. So today I am kind of rushing to film a couple of intros to videos on my channel because I am losing light, and so you're gonna see a couple of videos where I'm wearing the same thing, but I figured you guys would rather have content than have me in a different shirt, so I'm going to just roll on through. So this video here is my very first treat show shelf, side hustles and shelves. I'm not sure what direction I'm gonna go with it. It is a video about side hustles to help you support your bookish addiction. So I thought this was the perfect time to film this video because the holidays are coming up, Christmas is right around the corner, and I'm doing this video today for myself, but this is also something you could do to buy gifts for other people. So let me kind of explain to you the concept and what exactly I'm going to be doing today. So the concept of kind of this series is that I'm going to try a few different side hustles in order to be able to bring in some extra money so that I can buy books on a certain list that I have. For this video, it's going to be my December TBR, but I could do it for anything. If there's a special edition of something coming out that I really want, or I don't know, it will just kind of vary from video to video. So I work for myself, I think you guys know that, and my husband works partially for himself and partially for his family company, and so because of that, income is not as steady and consistent as it would be if I worked for someone else who was paying me, because my pay is directly related to my, like, what I put in to work. So it's not like a overall company sales thing or something like that that gets me paid. It's me putting in effort every single day. And so there are some months where it is feast and other months where it is famine. And so I am kind of the queen of side hustles for that reason, so that I can regulate my budget and my income when my business is having a month that is not doing as well. So using side hustles for a different purpose seemed like a kind of creative and innovative way to bring more books to my shelves. So I know you guys can't really see behind me exactly what this looks like, but a lot of my books are still in storage and I am slowly but surely refilling my shelves, but the nakedness of them is making me really want more books. And so instead of busting the budget to try to fill my shelves, I thought this would be a good way to kind of address it. So for my very first side hustle that I'm going to try, today we're going to be doing Uber Eats. So I will give a little disclaimer, I have done Uber Eats before. I just talked about how sometimes I will supplement my income with side hustle income, and Uber Eats is a side hustle that I have used in the past. I actually downloaded it with this video idea in mind, but I wanted to kind of try it a couple times and get the hang of it before I brought you guys along for the journey. So this video is in no way sponsored by, affiliated with Uber Eats, but I will leave my referral code in the description box below if you like this video and want to support me by signing up through that link. I don't get anything until you take like 50 trips or something. So for the most part, it's probably not gonna be like a super lucrative thing for me to have my link below, but it's there if you want it. So let me talk about what exactly I'm trying to do with this side hustle. So I'm trying to basically purchase my December TBR using this Uber Eats day of driving. So I'm gonna talk to you guys about how long it takes me to make the money to buy the books on my TBR. I'm gonna talk to you guys about the level of difficulty. I'm gonna talk to you guys about how practical it is to do all the time, or if it's something that I find worth it in order to purchase the books for my December TBR. So let's go over what my December TBR is and then the cost of the books so we can find out what exactly we are driving for today. So on my December TBR, I am reading mostly warm, fuzzy, Christmas-themed contemporary because that is right up my alley. I am definitely a seasonal reader when it comes to major holidays. So I read a lot of spooky books in October, and just like that, I'm gonna read a lot of Christmassy books in December. So for that reason, I have a lot of contemporary, kind of warm, cozy feeling books on my TBR. The first book I have on my TBR is Royal Holiday, and I will insert photos of all of these somewhere, maybe here, maybe there, I don't know. I will insert photos for you guys to see the covers of the books. Their Goodreads will all be linked in the description box down below if you want to click and read a summary, but I don't want to go too in-depth to the summaries in this video because it's more about the side hustle versus the actual descriptions of the books. So I'm going to be reading Royal Holiday, and so for Royal Holiday and my second read on this list, We Met in December, I kind of got a cheat or a head start on these because my husband purchased these two books for me for our anniversary. He knew they were on my TBR. I didn't know he was going to purchase them, and so that kind of gives me a head start. But everything else on this list that I'm going to be reading for this TBR, I will be purchasing using the money from Uber Eats that I make today, hopefully. And so the first one that I'm going to actually be purchasing is The Afterlife of Holly Chase. I'm going to be buying this one on Amazon. Everything else I'm going to do on Barnes & Noble because I want to be able to have footage of walking in and purchasing the books. But I am definitely a hardback hoarder, so I prefer hardback books to paperback books, and if there were books that I could not get in hardback in store but I could on Amazon, I'm going to order those ones on Amazon. And I actually think the only one that fits that in this is The Afterlife of Holly Chase. On Amazon, that book costs $10.73. The next book I'm going to be reading is 10 Blind Dates, and I'm going to be getting this from Barnes & Noble, and from Barnes & Noble this one costs $17.32. Then after that, I'm going to be reading Let It Snow, and this one from Barnes & Noble as well costs $9.89. And then I'm going to be reading One Day in December, not to be confused with We Met in December. And this one from Barnes & Noble is $12.75. And then lastly on this TBR, I'm going to be reading Christmas Cliché, which is a Kindle exclusive holiday romance by Tara Civic, who is one of my favorite romance authors. So I'm going to be purchasing this for my Kindle, and it costs $3.99. And so all of those books together are a grand total of $54.68. So I will say I did not take into account for this tax or anything like that. So I will need to make approximately 8% more than the total cost of these to be able to pay tax. But then I also didn't take into account any Barnes & Noble discounts that I get with my membership. And so I'm thinking that they will balance out. So for the sake of the video, we're going to say that my driving goal needs to be $54.68. So I'm excited. I'm going to take you guys along with me on my deliveries. We'll hop in the car. I'll show you kind of the app and the platform, and we'll see how hard it is to make the money. So some other disclaimers, I guess. The first one is that my mom, who lives in Detroit, a lot of you guys know because I did a vlog the last time I went up there and visited her, which was last month, but she is coming into town to visit me for my birthday, and so her flight gets in this evening in maybe 7 or 8 hours, and so I don't think it will take me that long to make this money, but in the event that it does, this will bleed over into another day because I'm going to definitely stop when it's time to go pick her up, and then it's more important to me that I spend time with her. It was really important to me to film this today because we are a couple of days away from Thanksgiving, therefore my birthday. My birthday is on Thanksgiving this year, and the day after Thanksgiving is when I start all my holiday reads, my holiday decor, all of that, and so I wanted to have these books in my hand when it was time for my December TBR to kind of really legitimately get started. And so I really want to hopefully get them all today and make all the money today, and if for some reason I don't, then I might do something where we calculate how many hours I drove, how much money I made per hour type thing to see how long it would have taken me if for some reason I'm not able to see how long it would have taken me if for some reason I'm not able to complete this challenge by the time my mom gets into town. And then obviously I know that income and everything income is a very private thing. It's not something that we talk about a lot. I am not at all judging anybody for the way you spend the money that you make at your day job or in whatever you do, and I'm not saying that you have to have a side hustle or you should get a second job to bring in books, and I understand that that might seem a little ridiculous to people, but I just thought that there are a lot of us who watch BookTube and see these booktubers getting gifted a lot of books and purchasing a lot of books, and that's that's not our reality. And so I wanted to make an a video with an accessible way for people who aren't booktubers or don't have the income to just get extra books all the time, to have an option for a way that they might be able to obtain books for their shelves. This is meant to be a fun video, not like a financial or political or anything like that. Just take it for what it is. Let's celebrate Christmas together, and or whatever you celebrate. Let's celebrate the holidays together and get some holiday kind of reads. So yeah, I'm gonna hop into the other part of the video now. We'll talk to you guys soon. Okay, so welcome to the car. Sorry, it's getting all started. I'm about to log on to my Uber app and then hopefully get some Starbucks before I get my first delivery. So I'm gonna just open my Uber Eats app, opening, and then I'm just gonna hit go to go online. And it's asking me to take a quick selfie to verify who I am. So I'm gonna frame my face. Good. Beautiful selfie there. And it's verifying me, it's thanking me for being verified. So now I'm gonna go online. I'm online. Okay, so I'm going to plug my phone in because you never want it to die when you're on a delivery or anything like that. And then I'm gonna hook it into my little pop socket guy, and there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and drive towards Starbucks. If I get a delivery on the way, I'll go and do that instead. Hopefully I have time to get a drink before the madness. So I just noticed, it's not super focusing, but my gas light just came on down there. And so I don't think I have time to go to Starbucks. I think I'm gonna have to use this time to go to the gas station instead. I still don't have a delivery, so we should be okay. Okay, so I'm hanging out at Sonic picking up some food, and I'm listening to Strange the Dreamer. The main issue I would say so far is that I've been driving for about an hour, and this is my very first delivery. So you can park and wait or drive and wait, and there were no like deliveries available in my area, so I decided to drive and wait, and so it took me an hour to get an order, which is not good. So we'll see how much I make from this one. Okay, sorry for the rough lighting, but I wanted to give you an update. I just delivered my first order, and I'm in a pretty shady apartment complex, so like not where I would normally choose to spend a Tuesday night, but whatever. I made $3, maybe you can see there. But I made $3 so far, and that is not even enough to buy the Just Kindle book that I'm wanting. So far we're not doing great. I do have to say as a disclaimer, I have done this before, like I said in the intro, and I have had much better nights than this. So maybe it's because it's a Tuesday. I honestly couldn't tell you. But we're going to get to a place that feels a little bit safer, and then I'll keep going. Okay, because it's gotten dark outside, all the clips of lighting are gonna really suck for the rest of the driving footage. But anyway, I'm out of breath because I just ran inside. I just picked up another delivery. I'm off to do it now. I'm about 10 minutes away. I've been driving for about 3 hours. And I have made $25-ish, so not a ton. I don't know if it's because it's a Tuesday night or what the case may be. So I would say money-wise right now it's seeming like this is not worth it, but I would say that if you're just gonna be sitting at home reading anyway, I've been listening to Strange the Dreamer, and I've actually made some pretty great progress in my book so far. So normally I listen to an audiobook and play a game like on my Switch or something, and so I'd say listening to an audiobook and doing this is at least kind of feeding my reading habit, I guess, in a different way. And so not only am I getting to consume a book, but I'm also making the money to go and get more books, so it's redeeming in that way. But I wanted to stop in and give you guys a quick update while I'm under a street light, so I thought the lighting might be a little better, but in the viewfinder it looks just about the same. So So I am going to keep going. I don't know if I'm going to make it to 50 tonight. My mom's flight gets here in 2 hours and the airport is about an hour away. Not quite, like 45 minutes away from where I live, but definitely an hour away from where I currently am. And so I only have about an hour left to drive in, like, before I need to be making arrangements to go and get her. And so I would be shocked if within the next hour I was able to bring in as much as I brought in the last 3 hours. So I might do this trip, maybe a couple more trips, and then call it for the night and go back and talk to you about what I did. Maybe I'll do a couple more trips tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see how this goes. Okay, so I'm finally getting a day where I can go and finish my December TBR video that I started. So today we're going to go and drive for the last little bit that I need. Sorry about the weird lighting. I'm parked. So let's go ahead and recap and see. So I have, the last time I drove, I made $33.37. So the total that I needed to make for all of my books was $54.68. So if you subtract the $33.37 that I made, I need to make $21.31 in order to be able to purchase my books today. So we are going to set out on a little driving adventure, try to make the $21.31 that I need, and then we'll be able to go and purchase the books on my December TBR. So stay tuned. I have a little helper, a little Christmas helper today. Are you gonna be my driving elf? That's such a fake smile. Wow. Are you gonna be my little driving elf?
I guess so.
Are you gonna?
If you don't tickle me.
Okay, so we're gonna go do some driving, make the $21. I have a motivation to try to do it as quickly as I can because there are other things that I would love to do tonight. I would like to either go see Christmas lights in a city that's about an hour and a half, 2 hours away from here, like we do every year, or I would like to watch a Christmas movie with some popcorn and hot cocoa and stuff. So cookies, yeah, make some Christmas cookies. So in order to do those things, I have to finish this because I want to get this video up for you guys. So wish us luck. Okay, so this is gonna be, my hair's a little crazy. Okay, so this is gonna be a casual ending to this video. So ignore some of the background noise. If you are watching my vlogs, you know that our final family member, Luna, is home and she's just so excited to be here. We're so excited to have her here, but she is still getting used to mom filming all the time, and I don't want to kennel her or put her in a separate room or anything because I'm just so excited for her to be here with us and I want to give her all the love. So I'm gonna let her run around, but I'm sorry if there's noise in the background. So we're going to wrap up this video here and I'll talk about the whole experience, but first let me do my little haul from Barnes & Noble. So from Barnes & Noble, I got the books that I believe see, this video has been filmed over the course of several days, so I'm not sure what I said I was going to do in the beginning, but I think I got the books that I said I was gonna get at Barnes & Noble, and those books are 10 Blind Dates by Ashley Elston. This is actually the group read for the 'Tis the Season-a-thon, and so I'm glad that I was able to get it now because the 'Tis the Season-a-thon has already started and I'm excited to read this. So I wrote down that 10 Blind Dates was going to cost me $17.32. It rang up at Barnes & Noble for $17.99, and then I got the 10% member discount, which made the book a total of $16.19, so I came in under budget on that book. The next book that I got was Let It Snow by John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. I thought that this book was going to cost me $9.89. It rang up for $10.99, and then with my member discount it was $9.89, so I was perfectly on budget for that one. And then the last thing that I got actually from Barnes & Noble was One Day in December by Josie Silver. I'm really excited to read this, as I'm sure you guys know, because I've been talking all video about how excited I am about these books. But this one, my guess was that it was going to cost me $12.75. it actually cost me $16, and then with my member discount it was $14.40, so I was slightly over budget on one day in December, and then my total after tax and everything ended up being $43.72. I'll show you that receipt here if it will focus. And so now the only two books I have left to purchase are The Afterlife of Holly Chase and then Christmas Cliche. Afterlife of Holly Chase, you guys will remember I wanted to get on Amazon because they had the hardback version of it, and that's what I wanted in my library. And so first, before we log on to purchase that, let's see how we're doing as far as the budget goes. So let me pull up my calculator here. And so my guess was that I was going to spend $54.68. At Barnes & Noble, I spent $43.72, and that leaves me with $10.96 to get both The Afterlife of Holly Chase and Christmas Cliche from Kindle. And I will tell you, I don't think I'm going to be able to do that, but I'm going to try to do it right now with you guys here with me, and so let's see how we do. So I have $10.96 here to spend. I'm not going to pay any shipping or anything like that on Amazon because I am a Prime member, so that's good, but still for the hardcover, I'm sure it is going to be a little bit more than that. Okay, so the hardcover on Prime is $10.73, and I have $10.96 left, so I'm going to buy now with one click. Loading my order summary, and after tax it ended up being $11.59, so I'm gonna swipe to place that order. So minus $11.59. So right now I'm negative 63 cents, and then we're going to get on Amazon one more time, and we're going to order Christmas Cliche. Okay, and that one cost me $3.99. So minus $3.90. So now I'm $4.62 over my budget of $54.68. So my total spent was $59.30, and the amount that, hi Luna, and my amount that I made from Uber was more than that. Okay, so my total that I ended up making was $62.65, and my total that I ended up spending is $59.30. So I ended up in the positive $3.35. So, okay, so I have ordered all of my books, or I have them physically here with me, and so the money has been earned, it has been spent, and I'm gonna give you some final thoughts on this journey. So the first day, I think I drove somewhere between 3 and 4 hours, and today I drove somewhere between 2 and 3 hours. So I would say of actually like time put into driving and delivering and everything, I ended up with probably about 6 hours of drive time. So it broke down to being about $10 an hour, which isn't bad, but it's not great either. So for me, I would say, Linda, you're gonna knock the camera, baby. So for me, I would say that 6 hours of work for $60 of pay, although it isn't fantastic, for me to be able to contribute to my hobby, it was worth it for me for this time, for my December TBR. I wouldn't do this every time, but if I had a time where a book that I really wanted was coming out and I couldn't afford it, or anything that was within my hobbies that I really wanted. I was recently talking to Tori from Medusa Reads about the advent calendar that David's Tea released, and I'm opening that every day over on, well, I guess it's the same channel, but in my Vlogmas videos, if you want to click to watch those, I'll put an end card at the end of this video. But we were talking about how it was a little bit more expensive, and I definitely felt that. I got it for my birthday, otherwise I probably wouldn't have purchased it for myself for the cost, but this would have been a really good thing to do for that as well, in order to be able to get David's Tea advent calendar. If I wanted to do that, that would be about 4 hours of driving, because I'm going to say it up to about $10 an hour, so that'd be about 4 hours of driving for me to be able to have something to open for 24 days, and that would be worth it for me as well. So this is not the only Shelfie side hustle I will do. I don't know if I'm gonna call it a Shelfie side hustle. Maybe I will. It just came out, so I guess that's what it is. So this is not the only Shelfie side hustle I will do, but it is a good one, a viable option if you're looking for something that's pretty quick, pretty easy to sign up for, and will meet the need. Let me know if you guys like content like this. I will, like I said, leave my Uber Eats link down below if you want to join. It guarantees you $200 for your first 50 rides, and it will also give me $200 if you you take your first 50 rides. If you do this, let me know how you do. Maybe I'm in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Maybe there are other places that have a little higher volume. Maybe there are places that have a little lower volume. So again, some downsides to this are you do need a car and insurance and license and things like that. Those were things that I already had, and so it wasn't too hard for me. But if it's not something you have, then obviously it's a much bigger deal than just making a little bit of money for some bucks. I'm going to wrap this up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my December TBR wrapped up with my Shelfie side hustle, and I will talk to you guys in the next one. Bye.